guys, Steve02 here with another episode of my TARDIS tutorial. This episode was somewhat, although not entirely, inspired by a comment I got, basically just asking how could I, say if I was in survival, how could I get the TARDIS to summon to my location? By that point, what if you just don't want to use a command to summon the TARDIS? You want an item that can summon it for you. Well, there is actually a canonical explanation for that. Well, so what many people kind of cite as the source for summoning the TARDIS is the TARDIS key, but that's actually not true in the show. That's what the Dalek mod and some other mods use, but the actual show itself, the key never used that ability. Like, in Time of the Doctor kind of used the key to teleport the TARDIS, but he actually needed handles to home in on the key, and we don't necessarily have handles, so you kind of can't do that. So there is actually another option though, and that was from the Classic Series episode, The Two Doctors, in which the second Doctor had what was called a Stattenheim remote control, and that basically just was a remote control for his TARDIS. He could bring it to wherever he wanted. So that's what I made here. So here's my remote. It doesn't look too much like a remote, but I mean, the best you could do in Minecraft, just a nether brick. But yeah, how do I use this? Well, I can go anywhere. I could go like, I don't know, down in this ravine, I guess. Whee! And just, let's just say I needed the TARDIS here. You can summon it by just hold this in your offhand. Here's the TARDIS. And it didn't change the chameleon circuit because it's on coal, but whatever. You get the point. I can summon the TARDIS wherever I want with just a press of the F key holding this Stattenheim remote. So how was this done? Well, let's head into the TARDIS and I will show you. Alright, so as you can kind of imagine, this command is actually kind of similar to the one we used for the TARDIS key in the very first episode. So obviously it's basically that exact same command to test if you're holding the remote itself. So execute if entity has in its inventory nether brick in the offhand slot, which is -106B. You can't really see it, but which has the name Stattenheim remote, just like this. If it's in their offhand, then power this, and it does 4 command blocks. So the first is just TP TARDIS name limit equals 1 to @p. That's the basics of it. That's all you really need, technically speaking, but I added a couple more. Like, it'll still, just to make it work when the TARDIS is locked, or if the TARDIS is dematerialized. I don't know, I just thought that made logical sense. And then finally, execute @p run play sound entity.blaze ambient, blah blah blah. That's just to play the sound, and it's exactly the same as over here. So yeah, and that's all there is to this. It's actually very, very simple. I'll just show it off again inside the TARDIS, just for laughs. There we go, made the sound, and here it is. Just a tree growing inside the TARDIS. But yeah, that's been all for my Stattenheim remote to summon the TARDIS. Very short but useful feature, I suppose. Anyways, I have been Steve02. Goodbye.